What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cab back with another Xenoverse 2 video for you guys today. We're gonna be talking about DLC 10 and not only what I would want the most from this DLC pack, but I also want to know what you guys want the most from DLC Pack 10, whether it be one thing that you want, two things, three things, really does not matter. Be sure to share that down below in the comments. And yes, I do not reply to all the comments like I used to, but guys, honestly, it is very hard. Like I've explained in the past, if I spent all that time replying to comments, I would not have nearly the amount of time to actually make videos and things like that. But I still do go through and read the comments, and I love seeing you guys' opinions on things. And sometimes you guys be coming up with some of the most fire ideas regarding DLC, or maybe even a video idea. So I always love to see you guys' comments, what you guys feel, and what you guys would like to see in an upcoming DLC pack like DLC 10 that we will be getting this winter. And like I said before, we should be getting some V-Jump leaks coming very soon this month. Hopefully this is the month that they start leaking DLC 10 in V-Jump. That would be absolute fire, so we can hopefully find out who the first character is going to be for this DLC pack. Now, getting to the things that I probably want the most out of this DLC pack. First and foremost, a lot of people should, agree with this in a sense, and that is a new Awoken, whether it is a Saiyan Awoken exclusively, or it is that new God of Destruction Awoken that I just made a video about yesterday, talking about how that is also a very high possibility for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 10 if we actually do get Toppo added as a character as well. So that's of course the first thing that I want. Probably the most new Awoken skills are just absolute fire. It's one of the more iconic things about Dragon Ball, or really Dragon Ball Z and on, because in Dragon Ball there wasn't much transforming and things like that. But Dragon Ball Z and on, it has become one of the more iconic things of the show, and it's something that a lot of people truly do love, especially having it on their CACs with just a bunch of different options available. So again, of course, I do want that. I do really want a new story mode, a Tournament of Power story mode. It has been long overdue. I mean, I thought we were gonna get it when we got the Tournament of Power stage. I believe in DLC 7 or 8 is when we actually got that Tournament of Power stage, and I thought since we were getting a Tournament of Power stage, they were finally going to make a Tournament of Power story mode actually come true for the fan base, but sadly that did not happen. So that is definitely something I would love to see in the upcoming DLC. Now, of course, the story modes do not last the longest in the world, and sometimes the stories that they put in aren't the greatest, but it just is something else to do. And at times, like, I did enjoy the Goku Black and Zamasu extra arc that they added into the story. That one I really did enjoy. So again, some of them have been done well, some of them haven't been done the greatest. Hopefully they do the Tournament of Power in an absolute fire way, because a lot of people have been waiting for a story mode to be added since what, DLC 4? I believe that's the last time we actually had a story mode update done to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So definitely would love to see that added into the game. I would love to see some costumes, first and foremost, like Hit's costume. I know to this day people talk about that costume being available for their CACs, and it still has not happened until this day, which is just very sad. I would love to see some other clothing items from like Dragon Ball Hero characters personally, because if you think about it, if they add in characters like Toppo and Dispo, they can't really give us their uniforms because their uniforms are already in the game. So again, I would like to see them explore maybe out into that Dragon Ball Heroes verse and give us like a Xeno Goku or Xeno Vegeta armor. That would be absolute heat in my opinion. Now, I do not know if they will actually do something like that, but if they decided to, I feel that would be absolute fire, and a lot of people would just be hyped for that alone. If we had confirmation on the Xeno Goku or the Xeno Vegeta Time Breaker armor, so many people would definitely be hyped for that, including myself. Now, those are three things that I would already like to see. I'm not going to go over things like, skills, stuff like that, because that is basic stuff that is added in each and every single DLC. But something that I would really enjoy is a new game mode. Personally, in Xenoverse 2, we've gotten multiple different game modes through all these DLCs, and with DLC 10 being the 10th one, being the one that comes after the 3-year anniversary of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, it would just be absolutely hyped if they did add in some kind of new game mode, whether it be a Tenkaichi style tournament, which I'm probably going to have a video on talking about that fairly soon, and just talking about how fire it would be and how they could actually implement this Tenkaichi tournament, online tournament, into Xenoverse 2, where it's a mode that is always accessible to the fan base, and it's not one that is every now and then like the events with the tournaments that they have now. Because personally, the tournaments that they have now, I really don't enjoy them. Like, the system is whatever. There's still, I don't know if there is or is not boosters till this day. I believe they did all the stuff to, you know, stop the boosting period, but still, I just don't really enjoy the tournament system. It doesn't feel like a true tournament system. I would love to see a Tenkaichi tournament where it's like a best of 64, best of 32, something like that incorporated into Xenoverse 2, which would just be absolute heat in my opinion. And I know that right there would literally get people off their ass without doubt. That is something people would be excited for, and at the same time, I feel it could have the potential to be a very fun mode that is not as cheesy compared to others, unless they put some serious rewards at the end of these tournaments or things like that, and they keep a ranking or something like that. I feel if they just have it just be a straight up tournament mode with no ranking, no real rewards, maybe just Zenny or something along those lines, and you're just really fighting in the tournament for pure fun, maybe that will cancel out as much cheese as you may see in the regular tournaments or just in regular PvP in general. Because, you know, what are you going to cheese for? What are you cheesing for? To say that you won a tournament that literally has nothing in it, you don't get no rewards, and everybody knows you cheesed at the same time. So hopefully, maybe if they did do something like that, a lot of people wouldn't cheese it. But this is the Xenoverse 2 community, and 90% of the community is absolutely fine. It's just that 10% that sticks to the cheese nonsense and will not give it up no matter what, and will always find something different, even if they do buff or nerf some of their old ways of actually cheesing. So I think that would be something that would be just very good for the game in general, for the fan base. A lot of people would truly love that. Like, what would you guys think of a tournament style thing in Xenoverse 2? Like I said, I'm gonna have a much more in-depth video on that coming very soon, on what I would really like from that mode. But that is definitely something that I would love to see in DLC Pack 10 at the same time. And honestly, when I think about it, guys, those are probably the things that I want the most, that are outside of that general, you know, generic box of skills, parallel quest, things like that we always get within each and every single DLC. But what would you guys like to see? Because again, this video is literally titled, what would you want out of DLC 10, or what would you want the most out of DLC Pack 10? I haven't decided on the exact title, but it's something along those lines. So again, what do you guys want the most out of this upcoming DLC? What will give you the most hype? What would give the Xenoverse community or Bandai and Dimps the most chance to have you come back to the game? Let me know all that stuff down below in the comments, because again, I love to see what you guys have to say regarding things like this, because you guys come up with some heat ideas and things like that for Xenoverse 2 in general as well. So all in all, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, be sure to share all your thoughts regarding DLC 10 and what you would like to see outside of the generic stuff that we always get. Let me know what you guys would like to see in this upcoming DLC pack as well. But till next time, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.